I see live.
Right now. It's live.
Uh-oh, Eric.
Welcome to another Monday night.
We're
You're committed now, buddy. You jumped in the deep end.
gonna wait a little minute. Wait a little minute or wait a minute so people can catch up and see that we just started and they'll click on. So
Cool.
give it a little minute there. Is that new, Bill? Your flag and your don't tread on me? Oh, gosh. Good golly, Miss Molly. My neck is killing me.
Because you're old, boss.
Bill, you need to get wireless headphones, brother.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
All right, there we go.
That camera if I was you.
Do what?
Nothing. All right, let's get it. Let's get it rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages.
Boom!
It's time. I'm gonna change this opening.
Dude, I just thought of something we need to do. We need to have like the announcer guy yell like "Welcome to the dog pound" or something.
We'll do it. Redneck. The adorable, deplorable. Where is she? Come on, baby. Lady Liberty. She'll be back soon. Jake Day in the house. I don't know. If we're man enough to take it outside. Oh.
I'm too old to be taking it outside.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Okay, so we're starting the show without the adorable, deplorable Jess, because she's been out literally fighting Antifa all day, the May Day rallies in Los Angeles. But we have Eric joining us tonight.
How y'all doing?
Super.
Great.
How y'all doing? So you're in redneck country too?
Yep, Missouri. That's
Missouri.
right.
Missouri. All right.
Missouri.
So did you guys have any May Day crap going on in your city today?
No, they don't do that crap out here, man. I keep hoping and waiting. I mean, we do got our fair share of liberals or whatnot, but they must be the educated liberals that know better than to do that crap, because they don't want our front line showing up. That's for sure.
The police canceled the May Day event or march, whatever it was going to be called, in downtown Portland. And then they reclassified it as a riot.
In what town?
That would be
Portland,
Oregon.
Yeah, I heard that there was some shenanigans going on around there.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest with you, well, we've got a big event going on in 2 days with my work. And today I was just completely backwards, running uphill backwards. So I didn't check out anything in the news. I didn't prepare for the show. I did a little yesterday, except as Bill knows, I've been working on we punched a hole in our wall. So when you walk in the house, Lisa wanted a place where we could put shoes. Because she didn't think that, under the chair, next to the sofa, on the floor was appropriate for 4 or 5 pairs of my shoes just to start collecting. So she wanted a place for shoes. And so I cut a big hole out in the wall between our garage in the front room. Anyways, I built a cabinet in there, put doors on it, and Bill talked me into this thing called pocket. What do you call it, Bill?
Craig jig. It's
Yeah,
called a Craig jig, but yeah, it's pocket holes.
yeah. Because for
Cool.
people that don't know, Bill is not just a furniture guy or a builder. He's a master craftsman.
Yeah,
Come
I'm a
on,
master craftsman.
you are. You build some
That's what I do, man.
beautiful furniture, professional.
Yeah,
So
I've seen some of the stuff he's done. It's pretty good.
yeah. So he turned me on to this Craig jig or whatever. And he said, I swear to you, if you buy that, you will start
You're
making
gonna start.
furniture.
Yeah, you're gonna start making all sorts of crap, dude. And when you're ready, let me know, and I will start sending you over some
No,
blueprints with your cut list and everything, dude. You'll be making dressers, you'll be making headboards, you'll be rocking it out.
no.
Be having Deer Lake Designs the second up there in Portland.
If at all possible, I can edit this part out so Lisa doesn't see it and then expect me to make anything. I'm gonna edit that out. Prank call. What are you saying? Yeah. So I had asked Bill one time, I said, so how the heck do you make these tables that are like, you take slabs of wood, line them all up, and then you hide the freaking screws? Where do you put them all? It's Craig jig. Do pocket screws. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So next week I will show some pictures of that. But anyways, I've been too busy to pay attention. So what's been going on?
Man, I saw some things.
Talk to us.
Oh man, just the craziness of the May Day. You know,
Joey
Antifa is basically become a joke.
Bill.
Yeah.
Joy Stewart said Portland, Oregon is massive damage. It's nuts. They're right. I'm going to show pictures. You go ahead and talk. I'm going to pull up some pictures.
Well, just in case you all have missed it, you know, most folks who are watching probably were either at one of the rallies bashing some Antifa head, or if you know, you actually had jobs like normal folks do, you probably missed out all the excitement, Antifa and BAM and all the little communist, the wannabe, you know, wackos are out trying to have protests today. You know, and I watched a lot of live video today. You know, it was cold and rainy most of the day here, so I really couldn't build much crap. So I just, you know, was catching live feeds all over. Jessica was obviously out and about out there in California. But apparently it's going on in Austin. There was supposed to be some crazy bloodshed type of something going on in Nashville, but I didn't see anything that, you know, I haven't found any live feed for that or whatnot. It's just stupid. You know, it's totally stupid. They're running around with a hammer and a sickle and a flag, you know, and I guarantee, you know, 95% of the people in them Antifa crowds don't have a clue what that meant. They didn't grow up during the Cold War. You know, that was a symbol of the bad guy. That was Russia. You know, I remember growing up and there was talk of nuclear bombs going off. I mean, Cold War crap. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's not funny.
This is my city right here. So give me the explanation. I was hoping to get this from Jessica, but give me the definition of Antifa for anybody that doesn't know what Antifa is. They hear of that. Give us the definition.
Anti-fascist, I think, is what it means.
Yeah.
I think that's what it breaks down to. And
yeah.
Eric, were you actually going to say something?
Yeah. You know, the whole
Bill,
comment of don't know what to do with your hands. But I was
time. Bill, let's cut him off each time he starts to talk.
Cool.
Break him in, right?
We're gonna break him in. Eric said he was a little bit nervous, so we're
yeah. So I was watching. So I was watching it right along with what Jessica was doing, and also what looks like what Alex Jones posted. He went live for a little bit tonight, and it's completely crazy. And just, you know, and I don't really know what to say to it. Just, you know, they're morons. I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, when there's something, you know, a white cop shoots a black guy kind of thing. When they go riot and they go crazy and crap, they just don't even understand what the crap they're doing. They're I don't know. The ones I watched, you know, as big and bad as they want to be, they're not at this point. Now we'll get into that in a little bit, but as of right now, they're not. I mean, they're starting to truly meet some resistance going on. You know, it's you know, the Patriots are starting to stand up, and a lot more folks like Jess are getting out there, you know, front line, you know, and backing the turds down.
I wish if I had been a little more on top of my game today, I would have. I'm sitting here. I got Jess on her video, a bunch of different videos that she put out today, where she was live wearing a freaking baseball or what do you call it? They've got police helmets. They've got everything, and they need them. Oh.
Yeah, it can get pretty crazy out there. I wouldn't want to get hit in the head with one of the glass bottles or anything like that.
No, a lot of it. But so anyways, one of the things I wanted to talk about was, so I'm sitting in church yesterday, and every time I sit in church, I start to think. That's an dangerous place for me to think. And I really got thinking about, and I didn't do, last week, I kind of like got too philosophical about what they're doing with all the riots and the protests and how, you know, biblically speaking, like I used the example of King Jehoshaphat, where, hey, all these people are coming against him. He said, God, what, you know, you got to help us out here. You're the same guy who did XYZ in the past. You're the same guy that can help us today. He caused the three armies to turn on themselves. But he said, go out and meet them, go out and fight. But the battle's already mine. Battle's already won. So anyways, they still had to do their due diligence. They fasted, they prayed, and they marched out there to meet them. Still had to do all their due diligence. But yeah, God took care of it. But then I got thinking, it's more than that. It's deeper than that. What Jess and her friends are doing, and for people that don't know what we're talking about, Los Angeles for Trump, Latinos for Trump, California for Trump, all these things. And it kind of seems like on the surface, you're going, dude, just relax here. Here's Jess.
Sorry, guys.
No, that's all good. We're talking about you. And what I was just saying was, last week I started in on this little philosophical talk about you guys going out and meeting on the streets against Antifa and rioting against the rioters and all that stuff. And I pulled the old Bible card out, and I'm like, hey, well, you know, let God take care of this, because here, look at what he did, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm sitting in church again yesterday, and it dawned on me that what I was going to do was show what Los Angeles for Trump is doing, Latinos for Trump, all these people. It's not just about free speech and just about today. It's deeper than that. And I saw a picture of a mustard seed. A mustard seed's little tiny, and it grows into this big, huge tree, right? What you guys are doing, California has been blue forever. You guys are planting the seed, just a little of you, a few of you, and all of a sudden now there's more, and then there's the red elephant, and there's more and more, and all of a sudden you guys are growing something that's going to grow into something big by 2020. So it's not,
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, dude, everybody just chill out, man. He already won. Just go home.
Yeah.
And let the freakos be freakos. Who cares? We won. But it's deeper than that. It's about 2020.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you're starting it now. So just fill us today with Jess, Eric, Jess.
Hi.
What's up? How's it going?
Eric, this is when you say
good.
Back.
Hey, back.
I said hello.
We're giving him a bad time. So Jess, fill us in what happened today. Tell everybody where you're at. Where some of us were watching videos, some wasn't.
Yeah, so today I went down to downtown LA where they were having their May Day march. So they were celebrating the birth of communism. and all that other crap. But they were actually not so much focusing on communism this year. They were focusing on marching against our president, like they always do. And I mean, we find out through this, or find out about stuff like this through, you know, their invitations on Facebook. They make it really obvious, so we know when to go and when not to go. But yeah, we decided to go and protest, you know, communism. So they're, you know, march against our president. So it was actually pretty crazy. We had people from Northern California come down and join us. We had the bass stick man that was there. We had several people that came from, you know, Berkeley that came and supported us today, and that was like really amazing because I didn't know all of them were coming down. I knew that the bass stick man was, but
explain to everybody what bass stick man is and who and what.
Oh, I think we lost her.
No. My father was calling me. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah.
I'm on live.
Yeah, I know. I totally forgot. I like stopped because my sister lives here in LA, and we were like sitting in traffic, I kid you not, for like almost an hour, and we weren't even like out of LA yet. So I was like, you know what, get off at the next stop, you know, we'll go to my sister's and hang out and probably have a beer and just, you know, relax before we take the drive home. So
that's what you're doing now?
Yeah. And then I totally forgot today was Monday.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
What kind of beer does the
we're drinking Bud Light today.
Nice.
Yeah. So I only had one beer though. But it was refreshing because it was a hot day. I'm like sunburned a little bit.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
What kind of
did you get your racist legs taken care of?
I hope so. Let's see. A little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that comment that you made. You're like, my legs are racist. They're so white.
They're so unprivileged. Yeah, not very privileged, but they're definitely racist. But
right.
Yeah, so that's pretty much. It was fun though. It was like a lot of fun. We were there from, I want to say 9:30 till probably like 4:30.
One of your friends, Jasmine, she got hurt.
Yeah, my friend Jasmine, she was actually hit with a condom filled with white paint, and I am actually wearing some of that paint right now.
Jeez.
It's all over the back of my legs and everything. Sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tell everybody, because you said bassman, stickman, or whatever, and why did he get that nickname? Who is he? What's the deal? Because he's getting a little more popular because of what he did.
Yeah. So if you like go on YouTube, you can just research it. But a brief description: his name's Kyle. He was one of a few, he was just a person that attended a Trump rally on March 4th. And when Antifa showed up and started attacking everybody, he actually had a stick in his car. And I think he had like a helmet or whatever, a baseball helmet. And he came out and he started like whacking Antifa with it. And he just went viral from there. He actually started a movement of his own. And so when, I don't know, he had a freedom of speech rally, we went over there, we supported him. And then also Ann Coulter, we won both. So yeah.
And where's he from?
He came down. He's from Berkeley, I believe. He's somewhere up north.
All right, so I'm just going to throw this out there for a second to show you how crazy Portland weather is. Where's
Yeah.
Oh, it went away. Are you kidding me?
You don't.
I chopped my hair off.
Nap. Reload. Oh wow. Okay, hold on.
But it's really been every color.
So anyway, Jess, have you heard of any of the other rallies going on? Have you heard any news from them? If they've gotten a little ballsier than the ones that you guys pushed down the street?
No. I mean, I heard about, I think there was like something going on in Austin, Texas today. I heard that Antifa killed somebody.
It wasn't Antifa.
Oh, wow.
From what I heard, it was a black guy that killed or stabbed like 4 white folks.
Yeah.
Like he was an angry black man and at college, like University of Texas in Austin Center.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that had anything. I watched for a little while.
No.
They haven't really put them pieces together yet. it could have been a totally separate incident, not having to do with May Day and the craziness that is that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know May Day was a crazy thing. I told my wife this morning, I'm like, oh, look, it's May Day. Let's go get a little pole and wrap little ribbons around it and do little dances like you didn't know in elementary school.
Right.
You know, and come to find out, May Day means something to commies. Who knew?
Yeah.
But you said, I'm not going to like throw you under the bus or try to throw this out there, but you said, I think, something about, well, you know, like black guys do. It was a black dude who stabbed 4 or 5 white people on campus, like black people do.
Who said like black people do? That may be what you heard.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
I got black folks as friends.
All right.
You know, the color of your skin don't make a lick of difference to me, dude. It's all about what kind of man you are and what you stand up for and what your values are.
Okay. I just wanted to be, because that's what I heard. And I want to make sure other people didn't hear that. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Just because I'm redneck don't make me racist.
All right. Because no, I know that.
That's right. You tell him, Bill.
I know that. But there was also apparently some white dude, and I haven't even read the story, who was at a pool party. And he went and he shot 4 or 5 blacks.
Oh, really?
Crazy comes in every color, man.
And it was just like yesterday or today. And so they were saying, well, they don't know if it's a hate crime yet or it's whatever. Well, first of all, killing people is hate. Killing people is a hate crime. But if we saw a black dude who shot 4 white people, the first thing we would say is, oh, yeah, it's a black dude who went and shot 4 white people, like it's a hate crime. That's the first thing a lot of people would think.
Yeah, well, here's the deal, too. You know, everything is so freaking politically correct anymore. You can't say a black dude shot a white dude, you know, because that's taboo now. That's how you describe somebody. When the cops ask you to describe somebody, it was a black dude.
Yeah.
You know, white dude's laying on the ground, or, you know, whatever it be. You know, I guess I'm old school and I don't go to the whole PC thing. You know, just because I call somebody a black dude doesn't mean I'm going to be racist towards them. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I would think that the white guy killing 4 blacks at the pool party, I would think that would be a hate crime. I would say the white dude was a hate crime. He hated blacks and he shot him. So he's a bad guy. And I would call him out for that.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Eric, what do you think about that?
Well, I kind of believe what you guys believe.
Well, thanks for coming then, Eric.
I mean, it's simple, you know. it's so simple.
Eric's sweating. He's like,
it makes sense. I really am sweating. This is like, I come on this show, I'm like, all right, what do I do? And you guys are like saying everything. I'm like going, well, that makes perfect sense. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. I'm like going, all right.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. All right, so check this out. This week, it hasn't stopped raining in like 3 or 4 months here.
Oh, wow.
And all of a sudden, out of the blue, on Wednesday, it's going to be 81. And then Thursday, 79. Then it drops back down. It's going to rain again for the next 3 months. 81 out of the blue.
That's what it's been doing here, dude. But you see what happens when it rains like it's Seattle in Missouri. I mean, we flood. Like half of the state is like under freaking water right now. They're literally doing water rescues. You see it on the news.
Yeah.
You know, it's
that's crazy.
You know, our state isn't made to flood like that.
All right. So Bill and Eric, because me and Jess don't understand this. All right. They in Arkansas or wherever it was, they were talking today about flooding. Maybe it was in your area or Texas. I don't know.
I think it was Texas. You're probably talking about.
Getting like carried away though. I think it was in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Carried away.
You guys
on the bridge.
You know about rushing water, right? You do not drive in rushing water. It doesn't matter how big of a vehicle you have. I mean, I've seen semis literally right in front. I mean, and it could be 2 foot of water. You know, that water is rolling, man. It's got some freaking current.
Yeah. And I think it's actually just a foot. A foot can take you away. That's it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
if it's
crazy.
going right along, yeah, you're done.
It's just like, there's morons that try to swim the Missouri River. To this day, there's still morons that try to
Yep.
do that.
Yeah.
It's not just a little creek you got out and back in the back nine yonder, that you can go skinny dipping in. You hop in the Missouri River, people don't understand what that undertow is, dude, and it will suck you under, and they will find your body on the other side of the state, literally.
Well, it's
Damn.
like
There's a reason why it's called the Mighty Mo.
that's
Yeah.
the Columbia River is the same thing, and they got
Yeah,
sandbars freaking out in the middle of it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not that deep. I can get over to the sandbar. It's like, no.
That's what people do in their
Yeah.
cars when there's water roaring across. I mean, it's just stupidity.
Okay, so that explains them, because I'm sitting there listening to the news today, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're on a freaking bridge, and you got children that got swept away. I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me. Doesn't make
I did one time, man. I'll be honest. One time, I was working down in like the bottoms of Kansas City, and where I was working flooded all the time. Well, I was at work and it started pouring rain. I had to drive through it to get out. And this was back when I was like 16, 17. I had a little Toyota, but I had big jacked up 35-inch tires on it, so it was lifted up off the ground. A little Japanese redneck truck. But I actually followed a semi. Like a semi saw me behind him, and we were coming up to it, and he like laid on his horn just to let me know, hey, I'm gonna blast through this. And I did my little meep horn behind him just to let him know, hey, I'm following you, dude. Don't stop, because I will eat your rear
Yeah.
end. But literally, I mean, he was making a wake that went up the side of his truck. Like I was following him through it, and like the water started coming in onto my floorboard. It's just stupid to do
Damn.
that type of stuff. I mean, I got home and told my dad about that, and I thought he was going to kill me. He's like, dude, you are so lucky to be alive, man. He was mad. He's like, that is ignorant.
Damn.
You see this? Jess has
Yeah.
fans. Jesse has fans. See that again?
Yep,
This has
that's
lots
my
of
brother. Oh, that's Bill. And
No,
Denise. Hi, Denise. What?
Denise said hi, Jess.
And Joy. Hi,
Joy.
Denise. Hi, Joy.
Joy called you nuts. She said
She
you were
says
nuts.
it's nuts. She didn't say you're nuts. She said it's nuts.
I
Okay.
know. And that was even that was even part of another communication. I'm teasing.
Okay, good.
We
Door.
were talking about the riots because, okay, so you guys had what you had in Los Angeles today, but in downtown Portland, they canceled the May Day march and it turned into a riot. Just typical Portland.
Damn.
What we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So explain to everybody, Jess, Antifa. What's your definition of what Antifa means?
Commie traders that are living on U.S. soil that need to be deported as soon as possible.
Eradicated.
Yeah, eradicated, definitely.
Yeah.
Where's the term come
That's
from?
perfect.
Explain about this.
It comes from anti-fascist, and I believe it started in Germany. I'm not sure though.
The
Yeah,
Nazi Party.
it's actually part of the Nazi Party.
So why are they called anti-fascist? Wouldn't that mean they're against fascism? But yet they are.
It's because they consider us fascists.
Yeah.
They consider Trump supporters fascists.
I don't even understand it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't understand how their logic connects those type of dots. I don't know. Like,
They don't either, so it's all good. They don't even know what the crap they're doing. They're a bunch of freaking followers.
they don't.
I would
Yeah.
really, I would
you
really
grab
love.
one of them.
I would really love to get into. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, Eric, we're waiting for you. Go ahead.
I would
brother.
really love. I would really love to get in their brain and see what they're really thinking. Why are they thinking this, and what makes them think it? Yeah, because to me it makes no sense.
Well, I know that if you start asking questions that are kind of suggesting something or whatever, they'll just bully you, and you'll be made fun of and stuff like that. I don't know. Sure to me.
They're juvenile.
Wow.
Yeah, they're immature, they're
Yeah.
juvenile. And what we've done is raised a whole generation of wusses. Of little follow along, do what I'm told, can't think for myself, waiting for the establishment to tell them what to freaking do. They are the establishment's army is what they are. They're doing all the groundwork and all the footwork of what the establishment wants to push. They're the ones creating all the civil disorder and the disobedience and whatnot.
So today I'm looking at these. I get home from work and turn on the news and I see all these signs downtown Portland and all the riots. And everyone's holding up signs. There must have been 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, maybe 10,000 people. What do I know? It was packed. And they're all wearing black and their stuff, and signs saying capitalism kills. But yet all of them got cell phones, all of them got their gear, all of them got, and it's like, dude, where do you buy that from?
You know what capitalism kills? It kills being poor. It means you're working for a living and you're making money for yourself. And the harder you work, the more money you make, in theory.
America is one of the most giving, loving countries in the world. And when Reagan was president, they say that donations and giving were at an all-time high. It's because people generally have good hearts. People generally want to help. When you have more money, you generally speaking will share, will give, will help the downtrodden. You would hope.
I agree to that. With the amount of money I make, which granted is probably not much, but I help out with whoever I can and with whatever I can, whether it be buying someone's meal or buying a drink or paying someone's bill. I've done that before, so I help out with whatever.
Well, Denise says anti-fascists resorting to fascists, yes, and fascism. Antifa are fighting to keep their wealth. That's a good point. Denise says Antifa is fighting to keep their welfare benefits.
Yeah.
So, and that goes
they're getting
with what you were saying, Bill.
Yeah, and so many of them, they're paid crap starters is what they are. They get paid to do that. And they're all about the gimme generation. They don't want to go out and God forbid they get a callus on their hand, from working. They're all that the whole generation feels like that. Don't get me wrong. There's my daughters are young. Jess is young. And they work. So not all the whole new generation, but there's a lot in this new generation. My daughter tells me about it. She's like, I hate my freaking generation. They're a bunch of, think everybody owes everything, thinks everything's owed to them.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sad. And that's what we've let our educational system become. That's where they learn it from. I mean, look at the crap they're learning in schools today. They're brainwashed. It's just stupid. And I mean, if we could, me and my wife would so quickly pull our kids out, and homeschool them. Thank goodness, we raised strong, biblically strong-minded kids, that know right from wrong, and they know what the good book says. But there's still, I've got, family members that are whacked out leftist. Same as Jim. I think Jim's got a brother-in-law that's kind of a whacked out leftist.
My brother. And tonight,
oh, your brother.
Earlier today, I hate to say this because we're going to New York together in September for his birthday. And we're going to go see the Paul McCartney concert together. We're all family and stuff. And today I literally had to block his number because I got, I'm not lying, 25 texts, maybe 30 texts. And my car, it says it through the speakers every time you get one. You have a message. You have a message. You have a text. You have a text. Like freaking A. I'm like over and over and over and over. And he's like, let me talk slower so you get it. And he was telling me about tribalism. He said that there's a study that was done on tribalism and that conservatives practice tribalism and Democrats are open-minded. And that no matter what happens, conservatives think it's okay. No matter what Trump does, conservatives are okay. I said, wait a minute. I've got somebody for you to look up. Look up the name Clinton. Just look it up. Whatever Clinton did is okay. And you do not have the capacity or the ability to call them out or to say anything. And so then he reverts back to Trump's taxes or whatever. And I said, see, now you're diverting it. You're misdirection. And I said, how about you just say, I believe that Obama should unseal his college transcripts so that we can find out, did he receive
foreign aid or foreign,
you know, for being a foreign student and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So then he goes back to misdirection and talking about Trump again, blah, blah, blah. And I said, see, you're making my point. You are tribalism because you're not willing to say it. And I said, I'll say it right now. Trump should release his taxes if they, whatever. Now, personally, I don't think any president should release their taxes. I don't think anybody ever should. But he said, you know, whatever. So, yeah, I had to block my freaking brother's number today. Sad. And I'll unblock it in a couple of days. Because I love him.
I think like we lost Jess. No, go ahead.
She jumped on for a minute. That was cool of her. She's busy. She's in LA. She's trying to get back, and that was cool.
Yep. I was going to say, it seems like that's what a lot of people revert back to that are on the left. Oh, release your taxes, things like that. You know, which is stupid.
So taxes is the only thing they have to pull up. I mean, and I'll be the first one. You know, if Trump does a bonehead move, I'll be one of the first one to say, you know, nice move, stupid. You know, I'm not brainwashed. You know, am I happy he's in there? Heck yeah. You know what? Because
Eric, you gonna say something again?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I of course I didn't look it up, but this is hearsay. But apparently, in the new budget they released, they did not ban Planned Parenthood.
No, they did not yet.
You didn't get anything. I'm waiting for that to happen.
Got like $1.7 billion to rebuild the military, which is like a drop in the bucket for what they really need. They didn't get squat out of this deal, but it goes till September, and then allegedly everything is with the conservatives and Republican is tomorrow. We'll get it done next time. We'll get it done tomorrow. We'll get it done next time. They never stand a fight. Trump, none of them. They never stand a fight. Shut it down. Shut down the government. But they won't. Freaking cares.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was hoping Jess would be here for this because I know earlier I sent you that that article about, you know, how the Antifa and whatnot folks are actually, they're starting to train now. It's freaking pathetic to watch them go to the gun range. You know, they were using, you know, ARs and whatnot. So you got 30 rounds coming out of that end. And I think maybe 2 of 30 is when they actually hit the target from 15, 20 feet away. It was pathetic. You know, they made more of a mess than anything. But here's the deal. It is laughable right now. It's truly laughable that they're even trying. But 6 months from now, it doesn't take long. I mean, all they got to do is what, you know, Jim's famous words are, is practice. You know, you practice and
we're going to practice.
There you go.
Talking about practice.
How long before, you know, one of them suckers climb a bell tower? You know what I'm saying? At one of these rallies, that's all it's going to take, you know, and that's when, to me, I think that's when they're going to awaken the beast that is the true conservative party.
And then you're going to have a civil war.
Yeah.
In your hands.
And that's going to martial law, which is exactly.
Marcia.
Martial law.
Martial law.
Oh, Marcia.
Sorry.
Martial law. You remember her from 6th grade, Marcia? Yeah. Oh, martial law.
Yeah. This is not.
I see that happening.
This is not funny though. I was just checking out. We got somebody. He tweeted on our page. This is absolutely not funny. It's embarrassing, to be honest with you.
What's that? What do we got here?
We got a failure to communicate.
Okay, using my phone, I cannot see that, by the way.
Donald J. Trump At
Oh,
Real
got it.
Donald Trump, watching Dog to Dog tonight. Thank goodness that guy Eric is on. Everyone else on tonight is horrible, just horrible.
Wow.
Look at all the retweets and likes that got. You freaking kidding me? This is embarrassing.
You know, we're getting some activity over on the YouTube page in the chat room there, Jim.
I don't want to know about it.
Activity.
No, if they're going to treat us like Donald Trump just did,
Oh, we're good.
Screw that.
He can say what he wants.
Sheraton, those 50-plus Tomahawk missiles on Syrian bases was taxpayer money well spent.
I'm going to agree with that. It's very well said.
So part of what my brother was saying today, and I pointed over to him, I said, look, because he's saying that he says, Trump actually said he'd be honored to host the Korean leader. He goes, you guys are even making Obama laugh like you, a bunch of conservative pussies. So I said back on the text, I said, really? I said, how about him waiting, Trump waiting to let those Tomahawk missiles off, waited for dinner. Then he leans over to the Chinese guy and goes, hey, by the way,
Hold my beer, watch this.
Yeah, hold my beer, watch this.
Yeah.
Shoved it up their patootie during dinner. That wasn't a pussy move.
No, absolutely not. And I think it's smart. You know, let's open. You know, give the guy a chance before we freaking turn his country into a glass parking lot. Russia and China are going to be too happy about. You know, granted, they've come out and said that they publicly back us on this. They don't want that little psycho boy, you know, doing any more of what he's doing, because he's disrupting the herd of the world is what he's doing. You know, he's, you know, disrupting the herd. But at the same time, we go in there and start annihilating their freaking country. You know, the other two may stand up. I don't know. I'm open for dialogue with him. You know, but he's got to do it. He's got to do it freaking quick. Plain and simple. You know, Trump doesn't play around, and I think the whole, you know, dropping the missiles in Syria is the perfect example. You know, he does not play around. It's when he says, "Get your crap together, or we're going to drop a big boom boom stick in your backyard." He means it.
Yeah, let's be honest. They sent 59 Tomahawk missiles into an empty airbase at 3 o'clock in the morning when nobody was around. That's the truth. But the point is, he was trying to make a point. I am willing to pull the trigger. So it's kind of like, I got no problem with what he did and where he did it. It'd be a problem if he just went and sent those 59 missiles into the city of Homs or somewhere else where they're, you know, in the middle of the day and just started blowing the crap out of people. He didn't do that. He sent a strong message that, look, I'm willing to do it. Get it?
I think that's all that was.
Yeah.
It was
cool.
a message. Hey, can you all see me?
No, Eric, we can't. I can see
you're
not talking.
Yeah, I think your screen locked up.
Cool. All right.
Well, Eric, what you can do is on the upper part of the screen, there's a little wheel. Go to that wheel and just double check your camera to make sure that it's feeding, and
the settings.
The settings will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that right
All
away.
that
So Trump will be because he's watching and he's digging you tonight.
I'm sure. Yeah, totally.
Apparently.
Now, you know, all you've done is just awaken the, you know, the government that likes to watch our show and shut us down and screw with our computers and connections and everything. That just means you're on the radar now.
Exactly. I got no problem.
I is back.
There you are, Eric. I got no problem with what Trump said about, hey, I'd be honored to host the guy. Let him come. First of all, the kid has never left his country. He's not going to come over to the United States, and they're not going to meet in China. The guy is, you know, but if he did, guy's got nukes. You might as well just lay it out there and see what you got.
Don't nobody need to be dropping no nukes. I don't care who you are. I mean, like I said, beginning of the show, you know, I grew up in the Cold War. Don't nobody need to be dropping any nukes. What that is called, and a lot of people, a lot of kids need to learn it nowadays, it's called mutually assured destruction. And that's what'll happen first time some jackwagon starts launching nuclear missiles. It's going to go here. Okay, we're going to retaliate here. Oh, there's missiles coming towards us. We're going to shoot off here. And it's going to go all over the freaking world. Unless we want generations to come have freaking a third arm growing out of their back, if there even humanity still left on the planet. You know.
Now, if you had a third arm growing out of your back, would that be so
scratch
bad?
your own butt a lot easier.
Scratch your back a little easier? Would it be that bad?
Right.
I had a serious thought there, but you made me laugh.
Yeah, I know what Eric was thinking. This is not an R-rated show, though. Sorry, Eric.
Yeah. No. Oh my God, no.
Crazy.
No. I had the serious thought was this. The serious thought was this: that shooting nukes is a very bad idea. However, it's going to happen. I believe World War III is around the corner.
So
what do y'all think about that?
When the Bible mentions that 2/3 of the Earth's population and 2/3 of the Earth will be wiped out
by fire,
I guess that would kind of be one way to do it.
A nuke is nothing but a giant fireball. Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah. Either one of you guys worried about it?
I know where my soul's going, brother.
I know I'm going to.
Yeah,
I don't too terribly worried
wish
about
to die that way. I don't want to, to see the big plume cloud on the horizon and stand there for a couple minutes and wait for the wave to hit you and stand there and be like, well, this is it.
You wouldn't even have time to think about it if you were anywhere close to the wave. You wouldn't even know.
Right. At least that's where you hope you are, man, because you really don't want to survive something like that. All the radiation and crap. I mean, Chernobyl, look at Chernobyl nowadays with that accident. They're just now going in there, and they've got to wear their radiation suits and everything else, and they can only be in there for I think it's 10 minutes at a time before they got to pull them back out, or it's going to permanently screw you up.
But the thought of getting a third arm in my back, dude, I'm kind of like
to scratch your butt and nobody can see it. Or to sit there and just talk to somebody with your hands and all of a sudden you give yourself bunny ears or something.
Right. Dude, you could have bunny ears growing out of your head, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can have a lot of ugliness. Nuclear fallout is not a good thing.
If you could have a genetically modified human being and you could order your child any which way you wanted, would you order your child to have an extra arm or a third leg or...
No.
Look at Eric's.
I don't know.
Eric's like,
what kind of question is that?
I'm ordering a bucket of chicken or something. Can I get some extra arms and thighs in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Heavy G's got a question for really Sheraton. He's wondering why Sheraton got the warm and fuzzies over the bomb. Heavy D didn't. Heavy G. So apparently we're not getting all warm and fuzzy over 59 Tomahawks. But I thought it was interesting that last week, I don't even know why I thought about this when I was talking about 2nd Chronicles and King Jehoshaphat and the 3 armies that were coming out against them, and then God took care of it all. One of the armies was from Moab, M-O-A-B, and that's the bomb we just dropped the week before, M-O-A-B, Moab. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right?
Sheraton's got a good question here, Jim, if we want to touch on it. He says, anyone else afraid that Trump is just another part of the establishment and that everything will continue as planned with Iran, Syria, and now North Korea? He is worth billions, so what part of the so he is part of the 1% of the elite?
No, Sheraton, he is just like us.
No, he's freaking Donald Trump. He's rich, yeah. That's a good question. Yeah. It's in the back of your mind. I have seen footage of him way back in, like, I think it was probably late 80s or something, when he said, you know, if I ever ran for president, I'd run on the Republicans card because I would say everything they wanted to hear.
I saw the same thing, man.
Yeah.
That made me think twice.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, I put my trust in the Lord because the Lord knows what's doing. He knows how it's going to end and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, you got to kind of trust the guy and just check because, yeah, everything truly is out of our hands. You know, when it comes down to it, it was like Eric said, you know, 2/3 of the planet, the good book says 2/3 of the planet will die in fire. You know, so there is going to be a nuclear war. There are something of that nature. Who knows? It could be a meteor hits us, but I don't see that causing like a giant fireball 3/4 of the Earth. But you know, yeah, no, that's a good question. I like that. Anybody else want to drop down on that?
Yeah, we have some a debate here. Oh, really? My computer just did that. We had to have a debate whether Shrat was being facetious or not.
Facetious.
Did I call Sharat? Is that what I said?
Sharatin.
Sharatin? Sharat?
Sharat. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, that's a good question. Yeah. So the 1% elite, I think there's no doubt about the idea that, see, this is what I say. Okay. We got people out in the streets protesting against Trump. We got our friends out there protesting against the Trump haters.
The haters. Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. Yeah, I like Trump a lot. I do. But I'm an equal opportunity hater. I hate both sides. I hate all politicians. I don't need a politician for me to get up in the morning and breathe.
Amen.
I just don't.
Right.
Now, I prefer one over the other, but let's be honest. If he was going to drain the swamp, he would have threw the finger right up at Paul Ryan immediately and not try to buddy up to all of them. He would have went in and did what he said, and don't worry about getting reelected in 4 years. You just go a bull in the China shop and let it ride. And you will get voted back in 4 years because we're the ones that put you in there. Damn it.
Right. Right. Like Denise said, you know, the number reason why she does like Trump so much is he's not a politician.
Right.
No, he's a businessman. And I think, honestly, that's great for the economy. Who better to put in charge of our freaking deplorable, you know, for lack of a better word, our deplorable economy? You know,
that's one of the reasons I voted for him.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to business, that dude ain't no dummy. You know, he's very smart when it comes to that.
How do I hide these emojis?
How do you hide them?
Yeah, I can't. I just one emoji with the little glasses, and I can't. Now I can't see all everybody's chat now as much because I freaking did an emoji.
I only see one emoji you put on there, a little
right.
guy with sunglasses.
As soon as I did it, it freaking took up half my screen. I'm new. Sorry, I'm new here, people. I'm not used to this. I've been doing this for like 5 freaking years and I still don't know what I'm doing. You put a picture of a box of rocks and me in the same room, there's going to be a debate on who's smarter. I have not much pride.
He says, click on the gray one you clicked to bring them back up.
Click on the gray one. Which gray one? Symbols?
You got me, boss.
Schnikey. Somebody help me. How do I get the freaking symbols off here? Damn it. Oh, thank you. They came off. We did
it. Click the gray one?
I clicked. Yeah, I clicked. Yeah, it's gray now. It was black a second ago. Some dude keeps, I'm not going to give names. I'm not giving names. Somebody tagged me in a post like 9 freaking times the other day and 9 freaking times yesterday and 15 freaking times today.
All you got to do is remove yourself from the conversation.
I did, except
that's what I got to do.
every time.
You should feel important that somebody wants to include you in their post on Facebook.
I don't even like people. I don't want to be included.
I don't even like people. I'm not running for office, people. I'm not kissing your baby. So leave me the crap alone and quit tagging me in your posts.
That's awesome.
I said I've got over 3,000 Facebook friends, and most of them you don't even want to know where they're from. Don't go looking at my friends list. I'm teasing. I like people, sort of. That's one reason I like Trump so much. He's not a politician. Thank you, Denise. I agree with you. Bill said that too. Denise is the one who helped me with the gray. Thank you. This is funny. He clicked, Denise smiles.
BG has said, well, I had a funny feeling today that the times feel a little bit Okay.
Tribulation?
Jim. Tribulation, basically. Christians are seriously being persecuted. Yes, absolutely. That's, and that's one thing Christians got to start doing too, is we got to start speaking up. Plain and simple. God didn't say friggin' lay down and, and get run over. A lot of people take the turn the other cheek thing a little too far and the wrong way. And they forget, also that Jesus also did say, if you don't own a sword, sell your cloak and buy one.
Dang it, Bill. Yes, you're right. I was going to use that.
Wait.
I'm sorry, dude.
Give me that again. Give me that. Give me that again. Say that again. I never heard that.
What? That how people take the turn the other cheek thing way too far?
Yeah, the thing about a cloak and a sword. Tell me when Jesus said, "Go buy a sword."
Jesus said, if you don't own a sword, sell your cloak and go buy one. I think that's in Matthew. That's the part I have with the Bible and whatnot.
Eric,
I'm not good at telling you exactly where it's at.
Eric has a project right now.
I do.
Look it up, Eric, or do you not have a computer with you?
I don't have a computer with me. Just have my phone.
Never mind.
But
worthless piece of.
Right.
I mean, oh yeah, never mind.
All right. Anybody watching? Okay. What verse is that to sell your cloak, to sell your coat, cloak, whatever, and buy a sword?
Because I'm kind of thinking that Jesus wasn't into violence and stuff.
What are you talking about? He tossed the temple tables.
No.
He was upset because they turned his father's house, they turned the place of worship into a den of selling stuff, and he didn't go killing anybody. He just turned them over.
Yeah, well, turning them over is you're tossing them.
Have you ever heard of righteous anger, Jim? The Lord is full of freaking righteous anger. He got pissed off enough one time that he flooded the whole freaking world. And only let like one guy and his family live. So yeah, the Lord doesn't play.
Bill, you're making this stuff up, man. I never read that.
Really? That's what I felt like the other day when it was raining and wouldn't stop and our whole freaking state's flooding. I felt like Noah. I was like, well, I'm looking for the rainbow because we're all about to drown.
Yeah, no kidding, right? So, all right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a pacifist. Trust me on that. I mean, I posted a video the other day. The dude, do you see that video? I love that video. A guy and his girlfriend are walking down this little tunnel. Some dude flicks a cigarette at her and he turns around. The girlfriend didn't want him. Did you see that video on my page? Oh, please watch it. And dude turns around and gives the cigarette flicker a left hook, knocks him out, and grabs his friend. Left hook.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm no pacifist, but I'm just saying that there's got to be a time when maybe you just God should handle this sometime.
There you go.
Or does he want you to go out and kick everyone's ass?
He's not saying go out and start crap and get yourself in these big old brawls and whatnot, but he does say stand up for your stuff, Go out and spread the gospel. How are you going to be out spreading the gospel to the world if you're afraid to, stand up? Walk up to somebody and be like, hey, I want you to know Jesus loves you. If they swing on me, I'm going to thump them right back, freaking hard.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, how, and that's what I'm saying.
Warshman says in Luke in Luke 22:36, then he said unto them, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. So you want you to run around naked with a sword? Just kidding.
Yeah, that's only something me and my wife share. So
Yeah, that'd be, no, I'm
no, yeah. That's
okay.
thank you guys for looking that up for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, straight up. Here's the deal: we are supposed to go ahead and spread the gospel throughout the world. If we're all being slaughtered and wiped out, and there's none of us left, how is that supposed to happen? You know, the Lord does not want you to back down and, you know, get killed. It's just plain and simple. You know, he gave you life. You are allowed to fight to keep your life and to keep the, you know, lives of your friends and family.
Wait a minute. You go ahead and do your thing. I got to look up something Worshman just said. Luke 22. No, stop talking on my account.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Worshman says that it's in the King James Version only.
Mm.
So we're going to look this up. 36. Hut. Hike. 22, 36. 22. Oh, shit. Okay. But now he said, take a duffel bag if you have one and your money. And if you don't have a sword, better to sell your clothes and buy one. For the time has come for his prophecy about me. For this prophecy about me to come true. He will be condemned as a criminal. Yes, everything written about me. Blah, blah, blah. Master, they replied, we have 2 swords among us. Enough, Jesus said. Then accompanied the disciples. All right, so here's the weird thing. As soon as Peter did use his sword and cut the dude's ear off in the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus told him no, and he threw the ear back on the side of the guy's head. What's that all about? Oh, Worshman says, no, only read the KJV because the others changed the meaning. I got you.
Heavy G would like to know if that's a hippie Bible you're reading.
Dude, it's a red letter. It's a red letter, like when Jesus talks.
You could have, I like that. That's good. Is that a hippie Bible you're reading with your duffel bag?
Oh, yeah, right.
I think that's what he's talking about.
This is not a red letter. Crap. That shows you how much I read. I read this thing this morning.
You know, I personally don't. I read. You know, I read the Amplified version. You know, I like it a lot better because I don't think I'm not stupid by any means, but it kind of dumbs it down for me. You know, puts it in words that I can understand. KJV kind of gets on my nerves because it's a little bit too much Shakespearean. I'm in agreement with you. You know how that is the truest form of how the Bible was written. But like I said, it gets way too thee, thy, though, the.
I'm in agreement with you is damn near King James speak.
I'm in agreement with you. Whatever. Is not Shakespearean.
Dude, all right, let me just say this. Do you know the main problem with Sarah Palin when she first came out, why people couldn't stand her?
Because she opened her mouth?
No, because she spoke.
Ouch.
King James. Everything she spoke was like weird.
Yeah.
It was like King James speak. It was like, dude, Sarah, just talk normal. You're cute. You got it. You can handle this. And she just kept, and then finally after a year or two, she got better.
Yeah.
Just saying. I liked her right from the start though, but that's just me because I like that librarian teacher type, you know?
Yeah. As long as you had it on television on mute, because she was not a freaking rocket science brainiac going at it.
Well, it's just because, yeah.
So see, we voted Trump in, but yet we can, you know, I can. A lot of folks would consider me, you know, Tea Party or whatnot, you know, because I'm strong Second Amendment, and I love Ted Nugent. He's a madman, crazy
Ted Nugent's gonna come
individual.
on our show,
But I know, dude, I know he freaking loves our country.
He's coming on our
He loves
show.
our
Did I
country.
tell you that?
He's coming on our show.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a surprise, but anyways, I'll get the breaking news out soon.
Hey,
Right.
this is going back to the scripture you just you just quoted.
Yeah.
About the ear being cut off. It says the state. Yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah, the statement should be interpreted as it is in the context. It is not a general endorsement of pacification. That it was for the fulfillment of the scripture.
So now
Make sense?
yeah, but wait a minute. You're paraphrasing, or you have a paraphrased Bible who is telling you what it means. Where are you reading that from?
I have the Spirit-filled Life Bible. It's New King James.
And what is it? How does it say that?
It's basically saying, it wasn't, it shouldn't be, misconstrued as Jesus being a pacifist, but it should be, like it's for the fulfillment of Scripture, saying like, hey, this is all supposed to happen.
So after each paragraph, or after each part of the Bible, then it tells you what it meant. Is that what you're saying? Paraphrased?
At the very bottom of it, it gives like little details, like going, hey, you might look at it this way, type thing. So,
Heavy G, thanks,
brother.
Cool. Thank you. He's gonna go work for Mammon in the AM, and we're gonna cut out of here in a few minutes, anyways. But it was awesome. Build to your group. It's 10. We need to wrap it up. Dude, I'm sorry, but it's not. It's only 8 o'clock my time. It's like light out right now.
Yeah, right. It's been dark here for a little bit.
I'm sorry. I forget about all of you folks outside of Portland, Oregon, and on the other side of the country. I don't realize it's so late. So anyways, thank you everybody for showing up.
We'll see you guys next Monday.
Let's see if I have some Take Me Out music.
A lot of new viewers tonight. Thanks guys for actually, commenting and chatting with us and whatnot.
Yeah, thank you for
it definitely helps. So like we said, we're on every Monday night. What
7 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay. 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central.
Redneck.
Or whatever. Yeah, 9 p.m. redneck time. Whatever time that makes it your time zone. So, but yeah, if you guys ever have a topic you want us to cover or something, go to the dawg2dawg page. It's open to the public. If you guys find a good article, if you find something good, that you want to discuss with other folk, put it on there. We have it open right now. If it's something obviously obscene or whatnot, and we don't find it very very nice, Jim will reach you and block you off the page. Oh,
Jess,
that we've got the
got
the going away music, and Jess hops back on.
Nice. But Jess is back in the car. She's driving.
Heading home now.
Heading back from LA after beating the crap out of a bunch of Antifas today.
Yeah.
Don't lie, Jess. You went and took a nap. You're like, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go take a nap.
I did have another beer though.
That's what she was doing.
I'm waiting for my phone to charge. I guess I'll have another beer. So.
And you're not driving though, are you?
No, I have my girls with me. Hey.
Hey, girls. Who's
Party
with
people?
Jess?
Yeah, we got Jess, Jennifer, and Jolene.
Jolene, that's a song.
That's a Dolly song. That's the first thing I thought of.
Dolly Parton, Jolene. Never mind, I'm not going to sing. All right, so Jess, we were just getting ready to close up shop. You'll be back with us next week. I'll have. We're going to set this show up so that it's much more like a
little different.
Yeah, it'll go much more in the flow of like the 5. We'll bring in commercials. Right. I'm getting ready to cut some commercials and we'll do that. Eric, you going to join us next week?
Yes, I will. I actually did research on what I was going to do, so therefore I was completely unprepared for the night.
Eric wanted to talk about the Mark of the Beast, the 666, the chip, that kind of thing, and I kind of we were going to do that, but I kind of really wanted to just stick with the Antifa stuff since Jess was in Los Angeles today. It's May Day, doing the riots, and we're not doing the riots, but they were. So that's it. Everyone's out. Pray for the meeting. Just so people know what Warshman and the rest of them, we didn't do it tonight. We didn't do it last week, but we as a group, before we go on, our goal is to pray before we go on so that we get some good direction for the show. And that if, you know, anyways, we're doing that as a group. There's a lot deeper stuff going on with the show that we can do. So anyways, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much. And
see y'all next Monday.
Good night.
See you guys.